expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Getting your work week started right by stretching out your vagina holes with the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
And I think I hear something now. The crowd is moving out into the parking area. And, oh yes, I can see it now. It's a helicopter. And it's coming this way.
A helicopter?
It's flying something behind it. I can't quite make it out. It's a large banner. And it says, Happy Thanksgiving. From W. Ladies and gentlemen, what a sight. The copter seems to be circling the parking area now. I guess it's looking for a place to land. No, something just came out of the back of the helicopter. It's a dark object. Perhaps a skydiver plummeting to the earth from only 2,000 feet into the air. Second to the third. There's no parachutes yet.
Those can't be skydivers. I can't tell just yet what they are, but... Oh, my God, they're turkeys! Johnny, can you get this? Oh, they're crashing to the earth right in front of our eyes! One just went through the windshield of a parked car! This is terrible. The
Cars running around pushing each other?
Ah, yes. Good morning, folks. Good morning to you. You have been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the mothership. Live on Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, Lime City Radio, Sword Radio, the Western Reserve Digital Radio, and many, many others, especially in replay and syndication around the world, like 920 WON The Apple in New York City, New York, or 24.7 The Stream in Chicago, Illinois, just to name a couple. Oh, that background music is really loud. Hey, folks! Turkey Day is fast approaching. Whether or not you're going to be spending it with family, that's another question, isn't it? Whether or not you're going to pack your house with people, or if you're just going to sit there by yourself. Maybe you're going to have a big turkey, maybe you're just going to have a turkey breast. I have no idea. Either way, we are going to celebrate Turkey Day. That's right, I call it Turkey Day. I'm not calling it Thanksgiving anymore. I'm going to just call it Turkey Day. We shouldn't call Christmas Christmas anymore. We'll just call it Presents and Tree Day. Anyway, folks, we're going to have some Thanksgiving stuff coming up for you today, as well as music for your vagina holes, and a brand new segment that we premiered on the show yesterday. A segment called, Let's Just Think About This for a Second. So that is on its way. Let's go ahead and start things the way we usually do, with a history lesson. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
Let's take a look at this day in history.
November 23rd, 2001. The UN War Crimes Tribunal says it will try former Yugoslav President Slobodan Milosevic for genocide in Bosnia. It's the first time that a court links Milosevic to the murders of thousands of non-Serbs and the displacement of 250,000 people. Milosevic dies nearly 4.5 years later, while his trial is still in progress. 2004. In Ukraine, opposition leader Viktor Yushchenko declares himself winner of a disputed presidential election. He takes a symbolic oath of office while thousands of his supporters demonstrate in the capital, Kiev. Yushchenko wins a court-ordered revote the following month. 1936. Life, the weekly photojournalism magazine created by Henry Luce, the publisher of Time magazine, first hits newsstands. And 1903. Singer Enrico Caruso makes his American debut at New York's Metropolitan Opera House, appearing in Rigoletto. Today in history, November 23rd, Tim McGuire, the Associated Press.
All right, folks, going to go ahead and put some music directly into your Vajira hole, starting things off with some brand spanking new music. That's right, the whole show is filled with brand new music submitted to the radio station. Haven't even heard a lot of it yet, guys. Renegade Angel, the name of the band, and Journey into Madness, the name of the tune. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
is Tom McLaughlin, writer and director of Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives, and the lead singer of The Sloths. You are listening to...
Well, that is a sucker punch to the gonads.
To most Americans, the Pilgrims of Plymouth, Massachusetts are the iconic inspiration for today's Thanksgiving feast. After the winter of 1620 killed almost half of their people, the colonists formed a relationship with the neighboring Wampanoag tribe. who taught them about fishing, planting, and hunting. By autumn of 1621, the colonists had collected enough food to feed the community through the coming winter. The Wampanoags joined the colonists for a 3-day feast in honor of their bounty. The feast probably did not include our modern Thanksgiving staple, turkey. More likely, the colonists and Wampanoags dined on roast goose, along with corn, codfish, and lobster. This 1621 harvest meal is now commonly thought of as the first Thanksgiving. Yet for later generations of colonists, New England days of Thanksgiving had little to do with the 1621 Harvest Festival. Theirs was a religious holiday, descended from Puritan days of fasting, prayer, and giving thanks to God. Every autumn, the governor of each colony would declare days of thanksgiving for bountiful harvests, victorious battles, or drought-ending rains. In 1777, the Continental Congress decreed that all 13 of America's colonies celebrate a national day of Thanksgiving that year in celebration of their victory over the British at Saratoga. By the mid-19th century, many states celebrated the holiday. However, the date could vary by weeks or even months. A determined magazine editor named Sarah Josepha Hale set about establishing a national Thanksgiving Day. She passionately believed that such a day would help unite a nation headed towards civil war. Hale began a one-woman letter-writing campaign, urging politicians to establish an annual day of Thanksgiving. Her efforts were finally rewarded by Abraham Lincoln, who saw the unifying potential of the holiday. In 1863, 4 months after the victory at Gettysburg, he declared the last Thursday of November to be Thanksgiving Day. By the 20th century, Thanksgiving was a welcome day of leisure from a 6-day work week. In the 1920s, the National Football League was formed. In an effort to boost attendance, the fledgling Detroit Lions devised the concept of a Thanksgiving Day game. Parades also became a Turkey Day tradition, and department stores quickly saw their value as a kickoff to the Christmas shopping season. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade began in 1924, and year after year, millions of New Yorkers braved the cold to watch the festivities. Most of all, Thanksgiving is about family. With modern life moving faster than ever, Thanksgiving gives us a day to take a collective breath, reconnect with loved ones, and remember just how much we have to be thankful for.
Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Less commercials, definitely.
Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Awesome!
Welcome back, everybody. Once again, welcome to the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. I do want to thank you all for tuning in wherever it is that you are in the entire world, whatever station it is that you're listening to. You can always give me a call at 1-313-444-8919. Again, that's 1-313-444-8919. You can also give me a jingle through text or Skype. That'd be Alien Stone 1. Alien Stone and the number 1. That's the number 1. Don't spell it out because you'd be wrong. Alien Stone 1. You can text me that way. Or you can also call me that way. Either way, I'll put you on the air and you can say some stupid stuff. Right? Because that's what we're doing. It's Thanksgiving. We don't really care what we're doing on the show today. I'm just playing music for your vajir holes. We're talking about Thanksgiving. And on yesterday's show, I talked quite a bit about Thanksgiving. And at the end of that conversation and all the questions I asked of all the listeners, I've come to the conclusion that it should just be called Turkey Day. Because it's all about the food. It doesn't matter if I ask about your traditions. It doesn't matter if I ask about your favorite drinks. Everybody talks about the food. And of course, the star of the show is always the turkey. While some families enjoy a ham, some families will have salmon or roast goose. Still, the star of the show across the land, it's turkey. Whether you bake it or deep fry it, it's turkey, folks. That is what you have on Thanksgiving. If you're not having turkey, you're not having Thanksgiving. You're just having dinner. All right? I don't know what else to say. I'm going to put some more music into your Vajir holes real quick. As I said, all show long, it's going to be brand spanking new music submitted to the station. Some of it I haven't even heard yet, like this one. James Ethington III. Ooh. Sure he wasn't on Gilligan's Island? James Ethington III and his song, Becca. And you are listening to The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Becca, I'm in your city. In and out of bars, trying to keep my mind still. She's gonna call me on the phone. You know how she gets when she's alone. She's gonna bite my head off. New York state of mind. My heart's mapping, I'm sure that I could seek and find you. My love's always behind you. My fantasy. Are you into black eyes? You remember junior year? It's funny how memories don't age like we do. Anytime I'm feeling low, I think of the memories of old. And I'm counting crows. We dance so slow. My eyes don't wanna be alone. So don't let me drink myself dry. 'Cause you know if you leave you couldn't stand the pain. You'll book a flight before the end of the night. And meet me in the baggage claim. And follow me home. Back up. Becca, I'm in your city. I heard you got a brand new skill set. You're gonna call me on the phone. I know how to get when you're alone. You're gonna bite my head off. How some men get off. But if I leave, it's just distance. I'll run away, I'll visit and bridge that gap between your seas. Becca. She's gonna bite my head off.
This is Sean Whalen from People Under the Stairs talking to...
Ain't much to look at after you scrape them off your boot.
Everything I had and some more. My pounding heart on a platter ignored. I try to pander to your every whim. I'll let you use me, abuse me, and win. I would have stolen the moon and the stars. I would have fought battles if you had only asked. But now I'm the shadow of the girl I once was. I wander in spirit, who fell in your claws. I gotta shake out the chains that bind me to you and find a way back to the girl I once knew. I blindly believed that one day you would change, but you drained all my essence and messed with my head. Your twisted emotions feel somewhat strange. I should learn to say no before it's too late. But now I'm the shadow of the girl I was lost. A wandering spirit who fell in your clothes. I gotta shake off the chains that bind me to you and find a way back to the girl I once knew. So I'm walking away, one step at a time. I'm closing the snatch chapter of my life. I'm done with this pain. I need peace of mind. You don't know what it feels like when you turn the knife in the same ones you go. I'm walking away, and there's no turning back. I'm forcing myself to be brave for once. So I guess this is goodbye. Bye, bye, bye. I'm walking away, and there's no turning back. I'm forcing myself to be brave. Who would have thought I'd be brave for once?
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
Buckle up. It's time for the weekly sports update with the Prospect on Alien X Radio. The NFL has been racked with canceled and rescheduled games amid the pandemic and has forced the league to issue strict protocols in an effort to slow the coronavirus within the locker rooms and staff. All teams must adhere to them unless you're the Pittsburgh Steelers. In a surprise, the state of Pennsylvania announced that football players, quote, whether professional or youth, are exempt from wearing masks for medical reasons. This comes one day after the state said that the Steelers were not exempt from COVID protocols. The protocol stated that the team and their opponents were required to wear masks at all times, including while they were on the field, which makes no sense because they are already panting and catching their breath from playing the game, and a mask could impede their ability to breathe, despite the mask's purpose of eliminating the ability of respiratory droplets from coming in contact with another person. According to the guidance, the rule likens it to when you're swimming and you wear a mask. It's worth noting that professional and high school level football players are exempt from wearing masks, although there's no word if the Philadelphia Eagles are as well or if the rest of the NFL are following suit. The NBA is starting its new season much sooner than before due to the pandemic, and there's a never-ending parade of players being traded to new teams. One of the big stories of the day was Dwight Howard leaving the Los Angeles Lakers and signing a deal with the Philadelphia 76ers on a one-year deal worth $2.6 million. What makes the deal interesting is that it was made minutes after his now-deleted tweet stating that he was staying with the defending champions, a move that some players make around free agency time. And the Charlotte Hornets have some major help signing former Boston Celtic Gordon Hayward to a 4-year, $120 million deal. That and picking up LaMelo Ball with their number 3 pick in this past draft shows promise for the team that missed the newly formatted playoffs last season. Well, tune in next week for more sports. Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect, saying until next time, Prospect.
With the weather quickly changing, it might be a good time to have your furnace or air conditioner checked out by a professional.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. 12 roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing. Thanks, Igor. And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio.
Resistance is futile.
Welcome back, everybody. It's The Attack. It's The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I am your host, Alien Stone. We are screaming through the galaxy at triple redunculous speeds, but do not worry. The gravitational plates are gravitating. The inertia canceller is canceling, and the deflector array is wearing its mask. So you can calm down, Karen. Continuing right along with some of this music that I said has been submitted to the radio station. This is a band that has submitted many songs to the station. And I don't know what they have against albums. You know why they can't just send me an album? But they like trickle songs, like, here's a song for you. And then I play that for a little bit. And then here's another song for you. And they just keep trickling them to me. They're like, I'm not just going to give you these things. I'm gonna give you one, let you taste it. And then I'll give you some more later. But whatever. It's the Chronicles of Manimal. Wait a minute. The Chronicles of Manimal, okay? And Samara. I'm sure I'm saying all this wrong. The Chronicles of Manimal and Samara. The tune is called The Descent. And it's a very unique style of entertainment that you're about to hear right now. They are more spoken word type poetry with really well-produced music in the background. So check it out. You are listening to The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Why won't you and I escape from this gilded age, away from this crumbling world? We can sail away on the seven seas, on a porcelain ship with satin sails on seas of mercury. We will coax the monsters out from their deepest trenches to meet Surya's warm rays. We will relive the purity and innocence before the fall of men. In our utopia, we will make a nest of fresh grass and lace and spend endless nights solving the mysteries of the Anopheles portrait. We will never experience apathy, ennui, nor despair. We will be far from the scourge of disease and grow forbidden fruit from a tree and eat from it without fear or guilt. Each day will have the glory of all four seasons. Every fertile, your flesh and mine. Won't you come with me? Only if you want to. 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 When the jarring silence confronts you, reply with a melodious, well-strung haiku. When faced with nothing but shards and smithereens of a flawed existence, a glorious train wreck on her maiden voyage to a phantom promised land. Detesting the white light of truth, this unflattering glare, leaving nothing bare. Penetrating the thickest smoke of ignorance, gasping for air as you flounder and flail, your face pressed against the glass ceiling. Silence, white light, greatest nemesis. What we need is a baptism of fire, a tabula rasa, fertile soils to sow the seeds of a new world. But will we emerge scarred or unscathed? Huddle with me in a fetal now. How cathartic it must be. Toba has awakened. All is white. All is chaos. Happy now, they put down their shotguns and Bibles. Indeed, purgatory is at our doorsteps. 1,000 years of darkness, and finally, the long-awaited rapture has arrived. Sucking the self-righteous into its clouds, but not you, not me. I'd like to be left behind on this God-forsaken wasteland to witness the apocalypse, climbing trees to have a glimpse of the world, crumbling nevertheless, nevertheless, nevertheless.
Hi, this is Doug Bradley, Pinhead from the Hellraiser movies, and you're listening to Alien X Radio. And you'd better carry on listening to Alien X Radio, or I will tear your soul apart.
Just a few questions.
All right, everybody, it is now time for just a few questions, and someone's going to answer them. Oh, my gosh, Paul Farah jumping into the live chat on Facebook.
Yeah.
Our own Paul Farah.
All right.
Life inside the mothership is awesome. You made it just in time for just a few questions. This little segment that we got here that makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm puckering up a little bit, not gonna lie.
1 is 1, 2 is a couple, 3 is a few, but there may be a gaggle.
Gaggle?
Of questions.
A gaggle.
Let's start with question number 1.
Question number 1.
Question number 1. A distant relative whom you have never met has passed away and left you a large sum of money. In his will, he specifies that you must spend all of it on something fun. You cannot save it. You cannot invest it. You must spend all of it on something fun. This all being said, how can you comply with this requirement and still reap the financial rewards? A, you purchase a fleet of high-end sex robots and open a brothel for powerful clients that want to get freaky but don't have the balls to kill a hooker because they can't have witnesses left behind. B, use the cash to finance a big mouth celebrity kidnapping and torture video, you know, for fun, and then hold them ransom, you know, for the financial reward. C, buy a night in the sack with the actress of your choice and then blackmail her for the videotape, hoping that she doesn't have the guts to kill a prostitute. Or D, use the money to have sex with robots, torture celebrities, and blackmail actresses for fun, and then sell the rights to a tell-all book and movie just before going into hiding. And go.
See, originally I was going to make up my own answer after.
Going to play the first question?
I was going to.
You can only make up one answer.
Well, no. Here's what I was going to do. I was going to buy a cruise ship with a go-kart track on it. Okay, so that was going to be my original process thing after I heard the first two. Okay, but then you got the option 3 as far as paying off an actress of my choice and then blackmailing her.
Right.
So I am definitely going to go with number 3.
You're going to go with C.
Going with C.
You're going to pay all that money to which actress is it?
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, wow. Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, that would be worth some money. So you would pay to go to bed with Jennifer Aniston just so that you can videotape it and then blackmail her into giving you all that money back.
Yep.
And then some. Mm-hmm. Okay. Good answer. That was question number 1.
I'm sorry, that one was just too simple.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
But doesn't necessarily mean this is question number 2.
Question number 2.
This is Brewster Millions thing going on.
So after getting arrested for kidnapping, torturing, and blackmailing robot hookers, I almost made you spit your pop out. You got tossed into a Turkish prison. Again!
Oh, man. They don't like it when you come back again.
Look at what I wrote right here. After screaming, not again! You get to work right away on your plan for survival and escape.
Oh, man.
In your cell, you have the following items. A sharpened toothbrush.
Okay.
Toilet paper.
Yep.
The October 1972 issue of Big Fish magazine. And a pillow. A. What do you use to make a papier-mâché head of yourself?
A papier-mâché what?
Head.
Head?
You know,
I guess I'm going to have to use the toilet paper.
You're going to use the toilet paper for that? Okay. All right.
Well,
you can't take back your answers.
Oh, no, I want to use the magazine. I need the magazine.
All right, I'm going to let you take back one answer.
All right.
Okay. Can't take back no more answers.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to use the magazine to make the papier-mâché head of yourself.
Yes.
Okay. What would you use for protection?
Oh, obviously the toothbrush.
Yes, the sharpened toothbrush. Okay.
Yes.
C, what would you use to wipe your ass? See, now, if you didn't take back your answer, you'd be wiping your ass with a magazine right now.
Right.
Right?
But I forgot about the thing at first.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm going to go with toilet paper.
Okay. And then D, what would you bite on while being raped and murdered by your Turkish cellmate?
Obviously the pillow.
All right. See how that goes?
Although I don't think it's going to muffle my screams all that much.
You see why you should never take the make your own answer on the first question?
Right.
You might need it later.
Might need it.
That's been question number 2.
Question number 2.
Question number 3.
All right, hit me.
After managing to avoid the getting murdered part of question number 2.
Good job out of me.
But just the getting murdered part.
Right.
You make a break for it, but your escape was blocked by dozens of guards. You retreat and barricade yourself into the prison's kitchen. With the guard right outside, you know that you won't be getting out of this one. They're going to have to kill you.
Oh, no.
So you check the prison's cooler and pantry and find the following items. A whole pig. A whole chicken. A case of large potatoes. A case of cooking wine. And a case of bottled water from Flint, Michigan.
Wow.
So here we go. You ready?
All right.
A, you can't take back answers. A, what would you cook and eat for your last meal?
Chicken.
Okay, so the chicken. B, what would you drink as your last drink?
The cooking wine.
The cooking wine. Good choice. Between the drinks there. Good choice. C, what would you carve a replica of Time Life Magazine Civil War chess set out of?
Well, can't carve Flint water. So I got a pig. And what else?
Case of potatoes.
Oh, yeah, case of potatoes.
Case of potatoes. But remember, you don't have to carve them all at one time. You can carve one every other week, only at your approval through the mail.
Right, exactly. Just a few questions ran out of just a few.
Just a few. There you go. All right, so finally, okay, you've used up which ones now?
I used up the
you
chicken.
Used up your potatoes, you used up the chicken, and your cooking wine.
And the cooking wine.
D, what would you have sex with?
Ooh. Can I say Flint's water?
Did you make up an answer earlier?
No, I didn't.
This would be the time for you to be able to make up your own answer to get out of that question.
What would I have sex with?
Yes.
So I could...
You have to make up something because either that or you're screwing a pig or a bottle of water from Flint.
I'm going to make up my own answer and say Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston? Okay.
It could be whatever then, right?
Yeah. Wait. You did use your own answer earlier when you said Jennifer Aniston, right?
No, because you said, the actress. You didn't say specifically I didn't make up my own actress. You just said,
You're right. No, you're right. You're right. That was a follow-up question. You're right.
Yes.
You're right. So ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I got out of it. Woo!
You're not a pig doer.
No, you tried to get me to be a pig, and it didn't work.
No. See? Yep.
Yeah.
You wiggled your way out of it.
Giggity.
Must be all of Igor's lube.
Spider pig.
That has been.
Spider pig does whatever a spider pig does. Can he swing from a web? Of course he can't, because he's a pig. Look out. Here comes Spider Pig.
This is David Crawford from Dawn of the Dead, and you're listening to
Well, that is a sucker punch to the gonads.
You know, it's about to start getting pretty hot outside. I think it's time I have a professional check out my air conditioning unit.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend?
Igor's Lube.
I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out?
Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube.
I got dry, flaky elbows.
Igor's Lube.
Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube.
That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
The economy is booming, and so are the sales of breast implants. Why pay $5,000, $6,000, or even $7,000 or go to Canada for surgery when you can have a brand new, beautiful bust line in 60 seconds or less at Minute Boob?
Yeah, step onto the hoist, ma'am.
All right.
Yeah, you can use a new set, all right. These are shot.
Oh.
This won't take long. Won't hurt a bit.
Minute Boob uses inflatable airbags with a nozzle in your armpit.
32 PSI in the left. And 34 in the right. Well, what do you think?
I think I'm leaking, though.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. There you go, Toots. Oh, I forgot the sticker.
What?
You'll have to come back for scheduled maintenance.
All right.
As often as you like.
Minute Boob. Brand new breasts in 60 seconds or less. It's us or bust.
You need the absolute fastest high-speed internet for your home or business, but need to stay on your budget, then you need to give AlienCast a try. AlienCast high-speed fiber optic dial-up features ultra-fast dial-up speeds for way less than that fancy schmancy DSL or cable internet. Plus, AlienCast has all the great features you've come to expect from dial-up service, such as plugging your landline into your computer, installing an archaic phone modem card, and not having to mess with all that Wi-Fi nonsense, all for a fraction of the cost of internet that's way too fast for most people anyway. Call 188-GO-ALIEN to get AlienCast high-speed dial-up in your home today. AlienCast. Out of this world internet, down to earth prices.
Oh, listen to his voice. I hope he grows up to be another singer like Frank Sinatra.
I hope he's going to be another Albert Einstein.
Gee.
Say, why leave important matters like heredity to chance? Well, now you don't have to. If you buy Crapco's amazing in-home gene splicer from Crapco. Yes, determine the sex, size, and personality of your next child in minutes instead of months. Here's what you get. The Crapco Chromosome Spice of Life Rack, featuring 25 tubes of real designer genes. Yes, it's that slimy goo that makes you you. Pick from brown eyes, blue eyes, boxers, ballerinas, big ears, or big what have you. Never fear, you're the genetic engineer. With the amazing Crapco in-home gene splicer from Crapco. Yes, for just $29.99, $95.99, this could be you.
E equals MC squared. How about you?
My boy the singer.
My son, the scientist.
That's right. Create your own Frank Einstein with the amazing Crapco in-home gene splicer. Buy Crapco. Get one for your dog, too. Remember, at Crapco, we always say, if you buy this, you'll buy anything.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like.
It's the attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from outer space.
You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
All right, folks. Welcome back. It's the attack. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from outer space. Hour number 2 getting underway. We are working on the 36 hours of Alien Xmas. It's getting harder and harder and harder to fill the slots as the media and the government has got everybody so horrified and frightened that they won't leave their houses. So we have a lot of bands that just won't come in and play. We have some that are coming in to do acoustic sets, which is perfectly fine. That's great. But, you know, it is what it is. It's going to happen regardless, folks. Like I said before, if there's blocks where I am a zombie because I'm, keeping myself awake, then it's going to happen because the 36 hours of Alien Xmas will continue regardless. Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and fade this music. I don't understand why the auto fade isn't working in the background. When I hit the microphone, it's supposed to bring the music down, and it's not working today, and I don't understand why. And, it's on my last freaking nerve. But anyway, folks, coming up on the 36 hours of Alien Xmas, this is a lot of the schedule that is happening right now. Remember, this gets underway at 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, December 12th. We stay live the entire time. That's right, this is a live broadcast. So we might be bouncing from studio to studio around the world, but it will be a live broadcast from the beginning to the end, as it has been for the previous 5 years. So, folks, we start at 8 a.m. on Saturday, December 12th, and we will stay live all the way until 8 p.m. on Sunday, December 13th. We start at 8 a.m. with the Monday morning, well, not the Monday morning. We start with the Morning Madhouse, which is a 3-hour morning show, which will, of course, consist of the Alien X radio staff, as well as some people calling in from around the world, and other members like Motown Vinny calling in from his studio in Livonia. As I said, we are not unaware of the COVID situation, so we are doing what we can to make things happen. A band just recently said that they're not going to participate in studio because of COVID, and I understand why. A lot of those members have children at home. That's fine. I get it. They will be calling in and being part of a Detroit music roundtable. So we'll be able to talk, and we'll be able to get interviews with them and find out what their plans are for recording albums and such going on in the future and so on. But anyway, after that 3 hours, we got Doug Maynard and friends coming on into studio. Doug Maynard is a Detroit-based comic, and all of his friends, of course, are hilarious. So he'll be coming in right after the Morning Madhouse. That's Doug Maynard and friends. He'll be in here for a couple of hours. We're still waiting to hear back from a band called Triple Black, who they were interested before, but of course with the new developments, we'll find out. I have them tentatively scheduled for 1 p.m. 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. tentatively scheduled right now to be filled by Not FM coverage and Vince Smith doing his live broadcast of his musical set from his studio. Again, that is not yet fully confirmed. At 4 p.m., KP Ross comes on into studio, and myself. We will be performing a live acoustical set of some music that we have written together and some rewrites of older music that we've had in previous bands in the past. So we'll be doing that, followed by a very large set of my own original music that I will be doing as well. followed by a nice talk segment of Detroit acoustical musicians, followed by Arcades Project, which is members from the Creeping Chaos, Rock and D Unit, of course, playing in a full set. And the Arcade Project is listen, because you have no idea what song, cover song. They could do something very serious, a classic remake. They did a Purple, and they could throw something in your face like doing a melody, and it's hilarious. You definitely want to check that out. That would be about 7. Black Heron coming on into studio to do a full band performance. That is what is tentatively scheduled. That may change to an acoustical performance as well. We'll find out as we get a little bit closer, but they will be here at 8 p.m. Followed by another talk segment, more Detroit musicians. Then we've got that segment in the air where this whole segment all the way through midnight will probably become the Detroit Music Roundtable, where we'll have members from Concrete Angels calling in as well to talk with Black Heron and Arcades Project and Creeping Chaos and KP Ross and myself and Triple Black, and all these bands will be talking and chatting it up about the music industry in Detroit. Starting at 12 midnight, Zeldor will do his annual overnight, that's right, Zeldor After Dark. He'll be in here from 12 midnight all the way through 6 a.m. Good job out of you, sir. He'll be singing songs. He'll be playing music. He'll be doing interviews with his friends from all around the world, great musicians that he knows. He is also a Detroit-based karaoke host, so he knows many, many, many people at many, many venues and clubs around the area. So, of course, that's more musical talk. Followed by 6 a.m. through 10 a.m., we're looking for live coverage from the other side of the pond. And Mad Martin and his friends from UG Media will be taking over the airways for that time period, probably while I pass out in the corner and finally catch some sleep. They will be, of course, doing a few musical shows. They'll be doing a British version of Don't Touch the Hair, from what I heard as well. So you'll be jamming out to some really, really awesome 80s music from the other side of the pond. I don't know why I couldn't say that. And then 10 a.m., we've got, once again, a 1-hour version of the Morning Madhouse, followed by, yet again, their return to the studio. I'm talking about Sweet Crystal at 11. Detroit award winner Sweet Crystal in studio. This year, they are going to be coming in as Sweet Crystal Light. That's right, an acoustical performance, probably some piano as well, but it's not going to be the full band this time around. Things happen. What can I say? You know, this year it has been upside down, and we're doing what we can to make it still happen. So after Sweet Crystal Light finishes tantalizing us with their music, Inside the Mothership, the regular Sunday version, will occur at 12 noon Eastern on Sunday, and it'll go all the way up till 2. That's myself, D-Unit, and whoever else happens to call in and be part of this. And, of course, it will still be the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas version of the Inside of the Mothership show, followed by another talk segment, and Dirty Mind Detroit also in studio to do a live performance. I am getting confirmation now that that will be the entire band. An entire band performance live in studio by Dirty Mind Detroit, followed by another talk segment and a martial arts roundtable hosted by myself. We're looking to get some martial artists in studio and online and from around the world to discuss different forms of martial arts, the direction that they're going in the future, tournaments and forms, and just practical application. And you want to talk about it, we're going to talk about it. Martial arts roundtable starting at 5. And then, of course, that'll go all the way through till the 7 o'clock hour when we have the AXR closing segment where all of our staff gives our final thank yous to everybody for listening and donating their money. Because that's right, the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas is not here just to entertain you. It's not here for me to bring a bunch of people into the studio. It's here to raise money for Forgotten Harvest. And Forgotten Harvest is an excellent organization that has figured out that they can feed 4 people for $1. That's right, 4 people for $1. So every $1 that you donate to us, think about that. That's 4 meals that that 4 people are going to receive. So when you start donating $5, $6, $10, $20, $50, it really starts making a difference. And last year we were well over $1,000. We were way deep past $1,000. And I know that this year that might be more difficult. Maybe it'll be easier. Maybe people will realize that more than ever people need help this year, which is why I couldn't cancel this event. I couldn't do it because people need help this year more than ever. So we are going forward with the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas. All right, so that all being said, let's go ahead and get This second hour fully underway with music for your vajir holes. As I said, it's music being submitted to the station all this entire 3 hours. Jennifer Mlott is the name of the artist, and you don't know. You don't want to talk about it is the name of the tune. And you're listening to the Attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from outer space.
Caught you sneaking in at 2 a.m. again last night. That working late thing you're selling ain't gonna fly. You tell me that I'm paranoid, but I have got my doubts. So let's lay things on the table. It's time to have it out. I'm tired of all your lying. I'm so tired of all this crying. I'm so close to finally calling it quits. You don't want to talk to me, don't want to face reality. You're always trying to give me the slip. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it now. Got this sinking feeling, thinking where are the brains? If we can't talk about it, how can we get past this thing? You've been so mysterious, don't know what's going on. Now it's gotten serious, talk or I am gone. I'm tired of all your lying, I'm so tired of all this crying. I'm supposed to finally calling it quits. You don't want to talk to me, don't want to face reality. You're always trying to give me the slip. You don't want to talk about it, you don't want to talk about it, you don't want to talk about it now. How about doing something new? Maybe you could tell the truth. How about trying sincere? But if you're gonna lie like you do every time, I am out of here. Tired of all your lying, I'm so tired of all this crying. I'm supposed to finally calling it quits. You don't wanna talk to me, don't wanna face reality. You're always trying to give me the slip. Tired of all your lying, I'm so tired of all this crying. I'm supposed to finally calling it quits. You don't wanna talk to me, don't wanna face reality. You're always trying to give me the slip. You don't wanna talk about it, you don't wanna talk about it, you don't wanna talk about it now. Do you wanna talk about it? Do you wanna talk about it? Do you wanna talk about it now?
Hey, it's Gary Striner from Night of the Living Dead, and you're listening to
The world ended. Didn't you get the memo?
She don't wear ripped jeans, but she's always looking good to me. She don't have boots on, but those heels can walk over me. She don't two-step or line dance, but she can move to any song. And she don't like country, but she's my country girl dream. She don't know what she's doing to me, 'cause every night she's in my dreams. And I don't know what I have to do before I tell her I love you. She don't like country, but she's my country girl dream. Now she don't like country, but she's my country girl dream. She don't know back roads, she's all about them city lights. She don't like pickups, but she laughs at my pickup lines. Yeah, she does. She'll take forever to get ready, just to country girl dream. She don't know what she's doing to me, because every night she's in my dreams. And I don't know what I have to do before I tell her I love you. She don't like country, but she's my country girl dream. Now she don't know Haggard or George Strait. Oh, why Williams could cry. She don't like country, but she's my country girl dream. And she don't know what she's doing to me, because every night she's in my dreams. And I don't know what I have to do, but I'll get that girl to me too. And she don't like country, but she's my country girl dream. Now she don't like country, but she's my country girl dream.
Feed yourself the vegan way, no other part. Someone's Thanksgiving feast. Don't want my kidless touch. Don't want my drumsticks gnawed. You know where turkey's made. It's a made for pumpkin pie. I'll peel, you can't gobble me. On Thanksgiving Day, why not eat tofu? Feed yourself the vegan way, no, you can't gobble me. Try as you may, fill up on veggies. Have yourself a deli tray.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos, directly into your vagir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back to The Attack. It's The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone, broadcasting live directly into your vagir holes on Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, Lime City Radio Network, Soar Radio, and the Western Reserve Digital Radio. And, of course, fantastic affiliate stations in syndication and replay around the world like 920 WON The Apple, 24.7 The Stream, and Get Smashed Radio in Seattle, Washington, just to name a few. Just to name a few. So, folks, Thanksgiving is coming up, and as we have discussed, it's all about the turkey. So, do you like your turkey deep fried? Or do you like your turkey standard, cooked it, baked in the oven? Do you like to baste it? Do you cover it in the foil? Do you put it in a bag? Do you like one of those little pop-up turkey timers? Do you stuff the bird? Do you make the stuffing separately? I don't know. Everybody does it different, right? All I know is this year it's bologna and cheese. 2020, Thanksgiving, bologna, cheese, and macaroni and cheese. There's a lot of cheese and constipation. What can I tell you? Again, a big shout out right now to everybody listening on Lime City Radio Network right now. The Lime City Radio Network, one of my favorite affiliates of all time. Love everybody over there at the Lime City Radio Network. Love all of my listeners over there. They're tuning in right now, and they are all just right now, they're thinking, Alien Stone, you're talking about deep fried turkey, and you were talking about mashed potatoes and stuff, and we're hungry over here, and yeah, you're right, bologna and cheese 2020. What's up with that? Quit teasing us. All right, I'll stop then. The Animals is the name of the song that's about to enter your vagir holes by a band called Souljacker, a new submission to the radio station. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
This is Felissa Rose from Sleepaway Camp, and you're listening to Alien X Radio.
My inner self, I felt like boiling. It was so strange a feeling. I knocked him against the ceiling. I ran away and I denounced him. My life will never be the same. My life will never be the same. She was pure like morning dew. Her eyes were gray and blue. She had the innocence, was beautiful, too beautiful. She had a crystal voice that would make you rejoice. She had all to succeed, no place for greed. That's all she needed. All she needed. All she needed. She had all to succeed, no place for greed. That's all she needed. All she needed. All she needed.
It's me, John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper, and you're listening to Alien X Radio.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
Buckle up. It's time for the weekly sports update with the Prospect on Alien X Radio. The NFL has been racked with canceled and rescheduled games amid the pandemic and has forced the league to issue strict protocols in an effort to slow the coronavirus within the locker rooms and staff. All teams must adhere to them unless you're the Pittsburgh Steelers. In a surprise, the state of Pennsylvania announced that football players, quote, whether professional or youth, are exempt from wearing masks for medical reasons. This comes one day after the state said that the Steelers were not exempt from COVID protocols. The protocol stated that the team and their opponents were required to wear masks at all times, including while they were on the field, which makes no sense because they are already panting and catching their breath from playing the game, and a mask could impede their ability to breathe, despite the mask's purpose of eliminating the ability of respiratory droplets from coming in contact with another person. According to the guidance, the rule likens it to when you're swimming and you wear a mask. It's worth noting that professional and high school level football players are exempt from wearing masks, although there's no word if the Philadelphia Eagles are as well or if the rest of the NFL are following suit. The NBA is starting its new season much sooner than before due to the pandemic, and there's a never-ending parade of players being traded to new teams. One of the big stories of the day was Dwight Howard leaving the Los Angeles Lakers and signing a deal with the Philadelphia 76ers on a one-year deal worth $2.6 million. What makes the deal interesting is that it was made minutes after his now-deleted tweet stating that he was staying with the defending champions, a move that some players make around free agency time. And the Charlotte Hornets have some major help, signing former Boston Celtic Gordon Hayward to a 4-year, $120 million deal. That and picking up LaMelo Ball with their number 3 pick in this past draft shows promise for the team that missed the newly formatted playoffs last season. Well, tune in next week for more sports. Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect, saying until next time, Prospect.
With the weather quickly changing, it might be a good time to have your furnace or air conditioner checked out by a professional.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right. Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio. Resistance is futile.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vajir holes. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Yeah, you say tomato, I say tomato. You say pecan, I say pecan. You say pecan. I don't like that, pecan. It's pecan. I'm talking about pies, folks. It's Thanksgiving time, and I tell you what, man, the only thing that needs to be on the table besides the turkey is a pie. Yes, I want mashed potatoes. Yes, I want sweet potatoes with butter. Yes, I want corn. Yes, I want biscuits. Yes, I want deviled eggs. But if I had to narrow it down to just the food and the dessert, I need a turkey and a pecan pie. and I'm good to go. Okay? Do I want whipped cream? Sure. I'll take some whipped cream. Not on the turkey. No, that'd be gross, right? Yeah. Let's not put the whipped cream on the turkey. Let's put it on the pecan pie. All right? Man, I'd be all set with that. I'm sure when I was all done, I'd be like, hey, what happened to the sweet potatoes? Where was the corn? Where's my deviled eggs? But at least I had my turkey. Do y'all remember that episode of Home Improvement? When his wife decided that they weren't going to have turkey on Thanksgiving, they were going to have salmon. First off, no. I don't want salmon ever in life. Anywhere, cooked any way, prepared by any chef. I don't want salmon. I don't like it. Okay? But even more so on Thanksgiving. So she put a big giant salmon. She was going to cook the whole salmon, head, everything, the whole giant salmon. And of course, Tim, he's watching football, right? Not paying attention. And I don't remember if he was supposed to put the fish in the oven or if he was supposed to load the dishwasher, but they got mixed up. And he put the plate with the fish in the dishwasher. Steamed and boiled fish. I don't know. Depending on whether or not there was soap in there, I guess you could still eat it. What do you say? I don't know. I say turkey. Damn it. If it ain't no turkey, it ain't no Thanksgiving. Worst side dishes ever that I've ever had in my life. Long, long time ago. My niece was going to college and her roommate was a foreign exchange student from China. And of course she's not going home for the holidays because it's not her holiday anyway, right? So she brought her roommate with her to our house for Thanksgiving. Great idea, right? She gets to experience this holiday season from an American point of view. And she wanted to contribute, so she made a traditional dish from China. She walked in, sat it down on the table, and she was starstruck. She was like, I can't believe it. You have a whole turkey on your table? You must be millionaires. Over there, they just have a breast. They would never have a whole turkey. It is kind of ridiculous to have a whole turkey. I mean, that's a lot of freaking... You're eating it for 5 days, right? Unless you got a big family. But she made the salad, which was essentially shredded raw fish, seaweed, and some kind of oil. So she excused herself to go to the restroom or leave the room for a little while, and I put some on my plate, and I put some in my mouth, and I put it back on the plate, and I dumped it right into the trash, and I said, that was so good I ate it all. You know what I mean? It was not good. That was the worst side dish I ever had, and I'm telling you right now, it had nothing to do with Thanksgiving. I wouldn't eat that ever. I don't like raw fish, but you know what? If you take it home and cook it up, it tastes like cooked fish. And then you can have it. More music for the Vajir Holes. Lockdown World. No, not just a fact. It's the name of the song. Indie Butterflies Dream, the name of the band, and it's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
About the weather, never felt the snow. I'm climbing on the ladder, don't let go. Your birthday's on December, still you wanna know what will November bring in a lockdown world? On and on, it doesn't matter anymore. On and on, we're here together forever, don't let go. I'm asking what's the matter, just wanna know the truth. Even if the better way is just to be with you. On and on, it doesn't matter anymore. On and on, we're here together forever, don't let go.
Rob Miller from Face Off, and you're listening to Alien X Radio.
Hey kids, when you're not watching my show, the Segravson Show presents, you should be listening to Alien X Radio. That's where I'm at right now, out in space somewhere.
Alien X Radio.
Here's just a few questions. Are you ready?
Bring it on.
Remember, he does not know these questions every week. He has no idea what he's getting into every single time.
No.
Sometimes he's like, really, dude? As soon as we're done, we're like, yeah, we're signing off. And he's like, dude, where'd you get them? All right, so question number one.
Question number one.
You are captured by alien forces, and they have told you that you will spend the rest of your life as part of an experiment in sensory deprivation. Each of your senses will be locked on only one thing. What do you choose for each of your senses? Be careful, because you will sense these from now on at all times. So as an example, your sense of taste, you would have to choose a taste. And that is the only taste you will ever taste again, and you will always taste it in your mouth. Always. But you can't taste anything else ever again. And so on and so on. So you have to come up with what you would choose to be your final and infinite sensory for your taste, your hearing, your smell, your sight, and your touch. Taste. He's like, dang, that's not cool.
Man, that's a deep question and a lot of stuff to think about, cuz.
Yeah, it's just a few questions.
I know, man, but Jesus crimey, this is like a few just in one.
Yeah.
Okay, so. All right.
What's your final taste?
My final taste.
It's forever. You're going to taste it from now on and nothing else.
Strawberry cheesecake.
Strawberry cheesecake.
Should I be writing this stuff down?
No, you don't have to write it down. We'll go through each one of them.
Okay. Strawberry cheesecake.
That's a good one. Okay. So you're going to taste strawberry cheesecake from now on.
Forever.
And it'll never stop.
Okay.
Well, that'll sure make spinach better.
Absolutely, right?
All right, sauteed spinach. Tastes like strawberry cheesecake. Anyway, what are you going to hear from now on? You're not going to hear anything else. So whatever you're going to hear is from now on.
I'm going to get mushy here. But it's got to be like kind of two things. D-U-Rock. That's what I want to hear.
What is it?
D-U-Rock.
D-U-Rock?
Yeah, so D.
D-U-Rock.
Yeah.
You rock my face off.
You rock my face off.
Oh, okay. So you just want to hear that over and over again?
Yep.
For eternity.
Yep.
All right.
Is this like a Mad Libs type thing? I got a feeling you're going to be reading something off.
No, I made this up.
Oh, we should change it into Mad Libs sometime. Just give you something else to do. Go on.
C. What is the last thing you're going to smell from now on?
Oh. Definitely didn't want to say Detroit.
No. I don't want to smell that at all.
See, that's just going to be weird because the taste and the smell is going to kind of be different.
Yeah, probably will be.
Well, it's going to be, but it's going to be food related.
I'm asking the question so I don't have to answer them.
I know. I think that if...
But I would answer C. This would be one of my answers, and it's kind of ridiculous. It'd be one of two things.
Right.
It'd be either the smell of bacon cooking.
Yeah.
Or freshly ground coffee.
Ooh, freshly ground coffee would probably be on the list. But you know what? And this is the honest to God truth. I love it when my wife makes roast and you walk in from work and you smell the house and it smells like roast. You know what I'm saying?
That's
stew.
But you know what? That roast is probably the taste that I would take from now on.
Yeah, see, and that's just what I'm saying. I chose that for my taste because I would prefer to have strawberry cheesecake. so yeah, I'm gonna go with when she makes a roaster stew because it smells so awesome when I walk in from work.
I'm with you on that.
Okay,
that's a delicious smell. That's great.
Yes, it's awesome.
All right, sight. Well, the last thing you're gonna see, you're gonna see this. You're gonna just see one thing from now on.
My wife and kid.
There you go. That was an easy one. See? You didn't have to think about that one.
No, I didn't have to think about that.
No, never think about that. And finally,
and all my guitars. See, they have to be standing in front of all my stuff.
And finally,
okay,
touch, feeling, physical feeling. We got like 8 minutes left, man. We are on question number 1.
Well, guess. I mean, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if that's the last,
the O face,
right? You know what I'm saying?
All right, okay.
I mean, wouldn't that make sense to any living person?
Yeah, it certainly would.
Who's experienced
So
that?
you're just going to be, oh my God, dude. For the rest of your life, you're just going to have the taste of strawberry cheesecake in your mouth.
See, I knew this was like some type of like ad-lib.
You're going to...
Yes.
What are you going to be hearing again? I forgot. What were you hearing?
Oh, D-U-Rock.
Yeah, D-U-Rock. You're going to be having the O-face moment. Smelling roast.
Smelling roast.
And at the same time, though, what are you looking at? Your wife and your kid.
Oh, see what you did there? Well,
I didn't mean to do that. That just happened on there.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Question number 2. All right,
number 2.
We got to really hurry this one up.
All right.
After being released from the alien prison,
okay,
you joined a boy band.
Oh, jeez.
During your world tour, you learned that the other members of the group are actually robots. What do you do with this information? Do you A, go public and expose the band for the fraud that it is, risking millions of dollars? B, do nothing, carry on business as usual, with the exception of you stop worrying about making sure that everybody gets an equal number of bagels in the green room behind stage?
You form a... Wait, I get the music going in the background. Oh.
Took a long time to go through question number 1.
Yeah.
All right, but I'm good on this one. I got 1 and 2. So what's C?
So C is form a gang and use your new bionic buddies to go on a bank robbing crime spree. Or D, reprogram them so that they give you first choice of all the slutty groupies. And go. You're going to give up the $1 million and turn them in?
No, definitely not going to do that.
Okay.
But B and C could
You're going to carry on business as usual and just eat all the bagels? Still getting your $1 million and things just go on as normal?
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
Or are you going to go on a bank robbing spree with your new bionic buddies?
No.
Or are you just going to reprogram them so that they go, hey, man, you should do him first?
I'm going to go with B.
I'm going to go with B, too. That's a good one.
I want the money.
All right.
I'll get my own slutty groupies.
Yeah, that's true.
That probably have banged robots anyway.
They do. They're used to the robots.
Bob's, right? I think Bob?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Question number 3.
Question number 3.
Last summer, during a short run as a trapeze artist in a traveling circus, you met a lot of new friends. Among them are the strong man, the fat lady, the lion tamer, a clown, and a seal named Fred. After breaking both of your arms and legs in a tragic square dancing accident, who do you get to help you with the following tasks? A, shave. B, operate your touchscreen computer. C, take you to the toilet. D, cook and feed for you. Or E, satisfy your masochistic girlfriend.
I'm like lost.
All right. Who are you gonna help? Who are you gonna have help you shave? Is it gonna be the strong man, the fat lady, the lion tamer, or a clown, or a seal named Fred? Who's gonna help you shave? Who's the most likely candidate?
I'm gonna say the strong man.
The strong man. You say why?
Because
all right. Well,
he's a man.
He's usually bald,
got
right?
To shave, right?
So he knows how to shave.
Bald, right?
Well, the clown is bald too.
Yeah, but no.
And this is why I would go with the clown, because C was who's going to take you to the toilet. Who's going to be strong enough to carry you into the bathroom?
Fat lady.
The fat lady will be strong.
Let's jump on her back and put a Twinkie.
All right. Well, these are your questions. B, operate your touchscreen computer.
The clown.
The clown's going to operate your touchscreen computer. I say a seal named Fred because he's used to doing the horns.
Gotcha.
There.
Okay.
C was take you to the toilet. You said the fat lady. I say the strong man.
Okay.
D, cook for you and feed you. I say the fat lady because she can cook. Never trust a skinny chef.
True. Who else do I have?
You have, well, you already said the clown. You got the lion tamer.
I'll go with the lion tamer.
Okay, so you're going to go with the lion tamer.
Yep.
And the last one is who's going to satisfy your masochistic girlfriend?
Oh, definitely the seal.
You say the seal?
Right on butt. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. That's why I say the lion tamer, because he's got a whip.
Yeah. Either way, they're going to get whooped. Whooped or spanked.
All right.
They'll love it.
Well, that has been just a few questions.
Yes, that has been Just a Few Questions. Just a Few Questions is a segment that airs during Inside the Mothership, which is at 12 noon Eastern each and every Sunday on this fantastic radio station. And, of course, here on the Monday Morning Madcast, we replay those classic ones, and we also play the new one each week. Guess what, folks? This week, didn't do one. Instead, a brand new segment coming up. It'll be in the next hour. It's called Let's Just Think About This for a Minute. Or is it a second? Let's just think about this for a second. It's kind of like shower thoughts, if you kept thinking until you ran out of hot water. It's shower overthinking, maybe, with a twist of disturbedness. Is that a word? I don't know. I just made it up. I said it, so it's a word. Anyway, folks, we got to take a short break. We're pausing the action for station identification. Hour number 3 is fast approaching. And another quick reminder to everybody out there, when you're sitting around your house on Thanksgiving watching the parade or mowing down turkey before it's done to get the worms, you can always tune in to Alien X Radio as we do a marathon of Superman. That's right, it's a Superman Superfest. Classic radio episodes of Superman all Thanksgiving Day long, courtesy of 920 WON The Apple in New York City, New York. Broadcasting live right here on Alien X Radio. Taking that break, we'll be back right after this. Go nowhere.
I'm joined right now by a very special guest. You might know him as Merle from The Walking Dead. It's actor Michael Rooker. So you're listening to Alien Stone.
I'll never be able to say all that. I don't say anything that has to do with alien stones. I don't like talking about aliens, and I definitely don't like talking about their stones. So, no, I can't do that. You can do that one. That's my tag, and I'm sticking to it.
It's starting to get warm outside. Pretty soon my balls are going to stick to my leg. I got to get me some freedom.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Donna, is that a bottle of Igor's lube?
I wish you would just ring up my stuff without all the questions.
I heard there are millions of uses for that stuff.
I only have one.
Have you ever tried playing a naked game of Twister all covered in this stuff?
Can't say that I have.
This stuff will really help to get you out of a tight spot. Or into one, if you know what I mean. Huh?
Are you almost finished?
Just waiting for the bag boy.
Igor?
And don't forget that my lube comes in 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 1 pint, and 1 gallon sizes. So you can feel free to try out that naked twister thing.
Uh-huh. Now see, I told you.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Hi, everybody. Are you tired of feeling sluggish all the time? Frequent bathroom breaks cutting into your workday? Can't sleep at night? Try Colovax. Colovax is a new technology that takes the power of a shop vac and uses it to thoroughly clean out your insides.
With its patented technology, Colovax cuts your bathroom visits down to once a month.
My name is Russ Russellford, and I use the Colovax once every 2 weeks to keep me limber. Now I can play catch with my son all day and never get tired or have to poop. Colovax really sucks ass. In a good way.
Colovax has not been clinically tested, so when considering Colovax, the following side effects may include goosebumps, whooping cough, crying spell, intense spouts of rage, severe depression, arousal, heart explosion, ejaculation, silent fart, anal fissures, and loss of hair and teeth.
If you use Colovax, please contact a physician if you experience any goosebumps, whooping cough, crying spells, intense bouts of rage, depression, arousal, heart explosion, ejaculation, silent farts, anal fissures, loss of hair and teeth.
Just when you thought it couldn't possibly get any better, AlienCast just took it to a whole new level. Our award-winning high-speed dial-up is now twice as fast on our all-new next-gen 1G LTE network, complete with Wi-Fi. We're talking fast. Check your status. Download an app. Even send an email. All in less than 15 minutes with our blazing fast network. Thanks to our new blistering speeds, you can download your favorite song in under an hour most of the time. Just pick up one of our free install CDs from any area Radio Shack location and get started with high-speed 1G LTE dial-up today. Alien Cast.
Alien Cast.
Out of this world internet, down to earth prices.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Phillips Milk of Amnesia, the over-the-counter remedy that works so well, you'll never remember why you used it in the first place.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Give us some static! You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
When's the last time you had a good time?
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vagina holes.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's the attack. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Hour number 3 as we're screaming back towards planet Earth, where I will beam you back to the surface, where you can continue your humdrum little lives. For those of you just tuning in, you're late. Show gets underway at 9 a.m. Eastern. Try to be on time next time, folks. Remember also, I stopped warning everybody about this. I stopped giving you guys heads up, and now we're getting complaints, and I myself tried to poke out my eyes the other day. When the mothership approaches planet Earth and I scan the surface for my listeners, I can pinpoint your exact location. I know exactly where all of you are, so I can lock the transporters onto you and beam you aboard the mothership directly into the transport bay. What I can't do, folks, is actually see you or know what it is that you're doing. Do you see where I'm going with this, folks? What I'm saying is, at 9 a.m. Eastern, just try to make sure you're wearing pants. Okay? Just try to make sure you're wearing pants. Just try to make sure that there's no excess fluids being utilized or smeared about. Okay? Because, we've got janitors on, they're not happy. There's a lot of people that just see things that they can't unsee in the transporter room. So all I'm asking is pants. Okay? Minimally pants. And you gotta wear a mask. That's right, you gotta wear a mask, because even in space, virus can get you. So, that being said, we're going to go ahead and get hour number 3 underway. As I said, we're playing all new music this entire hour. Stuff that was submitted to the station over the course of the last week. Some of it I've listened to, some of it I have not listened to. Paradox is the name of this band, and Welcome to the Happy Place is the name of the song. Where is the happy place? I would like to go, because I don't know where this place is. Welcome to the Happy Place. Paradox, you're inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
How do I love control myself and control my world. Now I've gone too far. How to delete myself till there's nothing left but a few remaining scars. How do you see yourself? Do you feel the same? No one really cares. But I'll say forget the past, forget the future. Living now, nothing's forever. Make you proud, certified loser. The world is a happy place. 9 to 5, saving face. World breaks what it creates. Don't be a happy place.
Hi, this is Adrienne King from Friday the 13th, and you're listening to
The world ended. Didn't you get the memo?
Here's this week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please. No, not that.
Across the sea of stars lies another world, a world almost exactly like ours. This is where he lives. He's 27 years old, single but searching. Favorite sports, windsurfing and Aikido. Favorite pastimes, cigars and sex. He has everything except fulfillment. And then one night, it happens.
Hey, good buddy, are you home?
He has a very sudden midlife crisis. He lands in Cleveland.
You do know why you were sent to me.
Listen to me, small visitor. I can explain how you got here.
Maybe you're here for some greater purpose, some cosmic god.
Here, he's forced to reassess his career goals.
You went to med school?
To explore new relationships. To redefine his self-image.
I'm sorry, we don't allow pets on the premises.
To adjust to a changing lifestyle.
All right, pull it out!
Until he discovers just who he really is. A duck in big trouble.
That's a duck, man.
Howard the Duck, trapped in a world he never made. Coming from George Lucas, a Willard Hike film, a Gloria Katz production.
All right, folks, it's the Attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from Outer Space. I'm Alien Stone, and hey, I am as we're on the air and we're doing this show, I'm also talking to bands. I'm talking to radio presenters and station owners all alike, all about the 36 hours of Alien Xmas. And even since I began the show today, the schedule has been adapted. That's right, we have confirmed Zeldor for sure. Doing Zeldor After Dark, the 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. slot. That will be, of course, 12 a.m. At the end of Saturday, going into Sunday. The 12th to the 13th, December. Also, what we have just confirmed moments ago is that we will be throwing our studio over to Florida at 4 p.m. on Sunday, the 13th, for the Charles Richardson Show. There, we'll be contributing 2 hours of live talking comedy as part of the 36 hours of Alien Xmas this year, which will come back to us for the Martial Arts Roundtable, which will close out the show. What else have we confirmed? Concrete Angels. Concrete Angels, I've been talking with them. They were not going to do a show because of COVID, but now they've decided that what they will do is a live performance from their studio where they're already at, because obviously, you know, if they're already there and then they're not contracting or moving COVID around. So they will play from their studio and live stream on over here to us. So we will get a live performance from Concrete Angels in some capacity as well. So that has been confirmed. Folks, it's finally coming together. Make sure that you tune in at 8 a.m. Eastern on December 12th, that's Saturday, for the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas live radiothon broadcast to benefit Forgotten Harvest and Feed the Hungry. It's 36 hours of live radio, folks. Tune in and check it out. All right, that being said, another reminder, Thanksgiving Day, make sure you tune in for All Day Superman. It's the Superman Superfest Marathon. While you're eating your turkey and cranberry dressing, watching football and the parade, you can also take in some classic episodes of Superman, courtesy of 920 WOM The Apple in New York City, in New York. Let's go ahead and throw some more music into your vajira holes. Instead, keeping music new and improved around here. And north of Never, they're real good at doing that with music. Funeral Pyre, the name of this tune, and it's the Attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from Outer Space.
Hi, this is Lynn Lowry from the Crazies, and I am calling for...
Ain't much to look at after you scrape them off your boot.
Lara Croft, you know she won't.
This one right here goes out to all my pilgrims and turkeys alike. So if your favorite holiday is Thanksgiving and you're in the club right now, I want you to throw your drinks in the air, grab the turkey closest to you, and show it how much you appreciate it. Come on, here we go.
Yo, your thighs looking thick and your breasts looking perky. Baby, it's a gravy if I wanna stuff your turkey. I don't care if it's rare or tougher than some jerky. Baby, it is gravy, I just wanna stuff your turkey. I'm like, yo, I'ma try, I wanna get in them thighs. I just sit and fantasize about when I can get inside. I'm sure there are different guys, they're all waiting in line, but you ain't never seen a turkey baster bigger than mine. So I can hollow you out or whatever you like. You looking special tonight with not a feather in sight. Plus you so petite that you're especially tight. So I may have too much sauce to fit it all in tonight. I can eat you without dressing if you aren't very dry, or I can push it to the side and dip it in as I like. What difference does it make? Baby, you don't have to worry, cause I know what I am doing every time I stuff your turkey. Come on.
Tiffany Shepard, star of The Violent Kind in movies like Zombies, Zombies, Zombies. You're listening to...
Well, that is a sucker punch to the gonads.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with The Prospect.
Buckle up. It's time for the weekly sports update with The Prospect on Alien X Radio. The NFL has been racked with canceled and rescheduled games amid the pandemic and has forced the league to issue strict protocols in an effort to slow the coronavirus within the locker rooms and staff. All teams must adhere to them unless you're the Pittsburgh Steelers. In a surprise, the state of Pennsylvania announced that football players, quote, whether professional or youth, are exempt from wearing masks for medical reasons. This comes one day after the state said that the Steelers were not exempt from COVID protocols. The protocol stated that the team and their opponents were required to wear masks at all times, including while they were on the field, which makes no sense because they are already panting and catching their breath from playing the game, and a mask could impede their ability to breathe, despite the mask's purpose of eliminating the ability of respiratory droplets from coming in contact with another person. According to the guidance, the rule likens it to when you're swimming and you wear a mask. It's worth noting that professional and high school level football players are exempt from wearing masks, although there's no word if the Philadelphia Eagles are as well or if the rest of the NFL are following suit. The NBA is starting its new season much sooner than before due to the pandemic, and there's a never-ending parade of players being traded to new teams. One of the big stories of the day was Dwight Howard leaving the Los Angeles Lakers and signing a deal with the Philadelphia 76ers on a one-year deal worth $2.6 million. What makes the deal interesting is that it was made minutes after his now-deleted tweet stating that he was staying with the defending champions, a move that some players make around free agency time. And the Charlotte Hornets have some major help signing former Boston Celtic Gordon Hayward to a 4-year, $120 million deal. That and picking up LaMelo Ball with their number 3 pick in this past draft shows promise for the team that missed the newly formatted playoffs last season. Well, tune in next week for more sports. Alien X Radio, I'm The Prospect, saying until next time, Prospect.
With the weather quickly changing, it might be a good time to have your furnace or air conditioner checked out by a professional.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right. Igor here with the final ingredient for love. Igor's lube? Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing. Thanks, Igor. And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio.
Resistance is futile.
You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vagir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The house is now on fire.
All right, folks, welcome back to The Attack. It's The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I am your host, Alien Stone. Got about a half an hour left of the show, folks. It's what we call the home stretch. The big blue ball is getting bigger in the windshield, folks. I am encouraging everybody to make their way to the transporter room. We'll be sending you back home shortly. But before we do, it's time to put a brand new segment out there for you. Yesterday during Inside the Mothership, which airs at 12 noon Eastern, I did not write a new set of Just a Few Questions. I know, I actually got hate mail. They were like, what is wrong with you? You didn't do it. We're waiting for Just a Few Questions. I wanted to try something different. I'm not turning my back on Just a Few Questions at all. It's my favorite segment of all time. And I'll be right back to doing that again next week. But I wanted to try a little thing. I'm sure that many of you that listen to podcasts and stuff, you have heard the term shower thoughts, right? You probably heard that term before, shower thoughts. A shower thought is just that. I mean, you're in a shower, you're washing your armpits and other things, and a random, completely unnecessary thought just pops in your head, and you think about it for a second. Okay? I've used this in the past. I'm just going to do this. Okay. It's like a shower thought that you kept thinking about till you ran out of hot water. That's what this segment is. And I'm going to play that for you right now. Let me know what you think about it. It's called Let's Just Think About That for a Second. And it's from 11/23/20. That's right. Or, I'm sorry, 22. I put 23. 22, that's yesterday, from Inside the Mothership. So check it out. Let me know what you think about it. There was a segment a long time ago on the show. Motown Vinny did it. I did the segment. A lot of people did the segment called Shower Thoughts, which is just like you're taking a shower and a random weird thought pops into your head. Gallagher's, that I use as an example off air a little while ago, was if your knees bent the other way, what would a chair look like? It's a random, stupid thought. Why would anybody ever think it? Because it would never happen. Well, this is called Let's Just Think About It for a Second, which is kind of sort of like that, except it's going to be a little weirder.
No.
Okay? It'll be a little weirder. And this might totally suck. This is just, remember before I referred to something as mind drippings? This is really mind drippings, okay? This is really like leftover juice, okay? So here's the first one. Imagine this, okay? The Smurfs Moving Company. Okay, so the Smurfs get a moving company and it's called 100 Smurfs in a Truck. Now just think about that for a second, okay? Think about some of the things that the Smurfs would have to do to be able to operate a moving company in the real world. Just give me think about some of the things that they might have to do to be able to operate a moving company. If you're going to order your house to be moved, your stuff in your house to be moved by the Smurfs, 100 Smurfs in a Truck company, what do they got to do to do that?
Get way more Smurfs.
They need more than 100 Smurfs.
Yeah.
Probably. Because if you know anything about Smurfs,
they're small.
If you were to take 3 apples and stack them, that's how tall a Smurf is. Did you know that that's how tall a Smurf is?
can't believe we're having this conversation.
That's actually how tall they are. They're 3 apples high.
According to what?
According to if you ever watch the show, it explains to you that's how tall they are. They say, how tall is the Smurf? They go 3 apples high. If you stack 3 apples, that's how tall they are. That's it. So you would need a lot of them. That's what you're saying. They're pretty small. So one of them would be like, how would they operate the gas and the brake on the truck? So like how many would they need? Would they need to like one guy be down on the ground, like 2 guys, one at the brake and one at the gas pedal, and then somebody with like a megaphone telling them, brake, gas.
Because that's what Alvin and the Chipmunks did.
So you have reference.
Mm-hmm.
It worked for them. It should work for the Smurfs. Yeah, and they've got more, because they're getting paid now, so they got some motivation to make it work.
Exactly.
Now, the steering, okay, you can't just have like a Smurfs on the steering wheel because that's not going to make it turn, right? So there'd have to probably be some Smurfs in the seat with ropes going up to the sides of that, and then still somebody on the dashboard as the point saying left, right, left, brake, gas.
Yep.
Sounds like a pretty complicated thing.
Very
And we're not supposed to touch our cell phones.
Exactly.
So the Smurfs moving company would be a disaster.
What the Smurf are you doing?
What the Smurf are you doing? I'm smurfing your Smurfs out of your smurfing apartment and taking it to your new smurfing house. Watch your mouth, Smurf. Anyway, moving on to number 2. Let's just think about this for a second. Again with the Smurfs.
Did you wake up yesterday?
I was thinking about the Smurfs. The Smurfs were on my head. So this is the last one, I promise you. The Smurfs dispensary.
Oh, my goodness.
And guess what it's called? 3 apples high.
Okay.
It's got to be called 3 apples high, right?
Oh, I guess if it's Smurfs 3 apples high.
Okay, so the Smurfs dispensary is
How
called...
high can you get an apple?
3 apples high.
I don't know.
We'll find out.
I don't think Newton figured that out. He just said whatever comes up must come down, right?
Yeah. Well, it depends. That's if you stop smoking. If you keep smoking, it doesn't have to come back down. So who's going to run it? Probably like from the Smurfs. Who's going to run the business of a dispensary called 3 Apples High that the Smurfs run? Who's going to actually run it?
Oh, it definitely has to be a Smurfette.
I got Smurfette definitely on the list because she's definitely the one that's going to influence a lot of the customers to purchase stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you always got to have a pretty face working the counter, right?
Yep.
So obviously got to have somebody working the books too, right?
Brainy
Smurf. Of course.
Smurf.
And then who is in charge of everything that the Smurfs do?
Papa Smurf.
Bam! See, we're right here. See? So Papa Smurf, Brainy Smurf, and Smurfette is going to run 3 Apples High.
Yep.
The Smurfs dispensary.
We're going to have Hefty Smurf be the security guard. Okay.
This is writing itself, dude. See?
Let's see. What's his name? Who's the painter Smurf?
I don't know what his name was.
I don't remember his name either. But obviously he would be doing all the artwork.
Sure. There's enough very specific Smurfs to be able to do all the jobs.
There was a farmer Smurf, so obviously he would be in charge of growing the crops.
Right, he would run the grow house.
No.
For sure.
Sleepy Smurf would definitely be the testing Smurf.
It's like, if we can wake him up, it's definitely a sativa.
Right.
Speaking of which, the strains that would be sold in 3 Apples High, the Smurfs dispensary, would include, of course, Blue Dream.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta have Blue Dream, right?
Yeah.
What about Gargamel Kush?
Oh, yeah.
Gotta have the Gargamel Kush.
Yeah.
I got one. What would the house blend be called? There's always a house blend, because when they're done chopping up and separating all the different strains, all the stuff that falls through the grate just gets all mixed together and everything, and then they just slap the name of the dispensary on it and say it's called Shake.
I would say Smurf Tree.
That is very close, dude. You said Smurf Tree. I said Mushroom House Shake because they live in mushrooms.
That's true.
Yeah. And you said the tree. I know you were thinking about where they live. Yeah. So, yeah. See? This works, though. And see, now you're thinking it's all weird and bizarre and everything, but you're right here with me, folks.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you're right here with me. Number 3, leaving the Smurfs behind. This is where it gets a little weird. Imagine a swingers party.
Oh, God damn.
A swingers party. Here's who's at the party.
Oh, dude, don't do this to me.
The Flintstones and the Rubbles.
Okay.
Okay? You got the Flintstones, both Fred and Wilma, and then you got Betty and Barney Rubble. They're both there. Of course, you're there. Just picture this. Remember, this whole thing is called. Let's just think about it for a second. Have you ever thought about that? Like, picture Barney and Wilma. Picture Fred and Betty.
Oh.
Flippity-flopping each other.
Oh, I'm sure it's happened in a cartoon or two. It's had to have.
They never made it to air, but I'm sure that, that has actually been drawn.
It's been drawn up.
Yeah, somebody has made that at some point.
Yes. Yeah, Hanna-Barbera has definitely thought that, just like he probably had with the Jetsons. Wasn't he part of the Jetsons?
Absolutely. And it's funny you said Hanna-Barbera, and I was like, oh, he's already leading into the rest of this. And then you actually said the Jetsons, because then, later on, 2 time travelers show up and join in, and it's Spacely Sprocket and Cogswell Cogs.
Cogswell! Spacey!
Oh, man. But now it's turning into pretty much a sausage fest, though.
It is.
Yeah.
So where's Jane and Judy?
Yeah, they're hiding out, man.
You know?
But I think somebody needs to yell out, stop this crazy thing.
Stop that crazy thing.
And number 4, elocution classes. You know what an elocution class is?
No.
Elocution class is what teaches you to be elegant.
Oh.
It teaches you how to walk and how to talk properly and all that good stuff. So, elocution classes, they teach you how to walk, talk, and act like a lady or a gentleman while using the correct fork. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's just think about this for a second. What if the professors of those classes was Captain Caveman and Pigpen from the Peanuts gang?
Okay. And can we throw in the Tasmanian Devil just for
sure
grins?
And Animal from the Muppets. We'll throw him in there too. Animal, eat with fork. Yeah.
Women. Woman.
Now, can you imagine that?
Oh, my goodness.
What if things
that would be some funny stuff, dude. That would be funny.
What if the world was flip-flopped and things that are not elegant were considered elegant? You know what I'm saying? Like being abrupt and rude was actually considered being nice and proper. Just think about that for a second. What if walking up to a woman and going, hey, nice pooper, babe, was actually a good greeting to someone?
So I met my first wife.
No, she said first.
I just said first.
So it didn't end well. Even though the pooper babe end well. Get it? Anyway.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
True story, too, guys. Just want to let right now.
True story.
Excuse me, have you ever had your ass licked? Swear to God, in my son's life.
That's how you said hello?
Those are my first words to my first wife.
Wow, excuse me, have you ever had your ass licked?
Mm-hmm.
I have to know now. What was the answer? Was it sure did? Or no, could you?
It was what? And I repeated myself. And she goes, you're funny. You should buy me a beer. Something like that.
You got lucky.
And about 15 minutes later, we're in the back of the bar making out.
Did she get her ass licked? I'm sorry.
Not that night.
Not that night.
Giggity.
Moving right along. All right. Imagine this. Let's think about this for a second. It's a daycare center.
Think about if I got punched after saying that.
You very well could have. That's what I'm saying. You got lucky, dude. Most people would have ended up with a whole different story.
Gosh, man.
Just saying.
Where my life have taken me. It's all about that.
Nothing would have been the same from that moment to
It
here.
wouldn't have been.
Nothing.
Nope.
You'd still be learning how to eat your food through a straw.
Yep.
Imagine a daycare center that's called Gingerbread House Daycare.
Some funny stuff right there.
Gingerbread House Daycare. Would you take your kids to a place called Gingerbread House Daycare?
No.
I mean, can you imagine, like, there's an old lady that runs the daycare center out of her gingerbread house in the woods.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
And all in her house smells like soup.
This is her advertising slogan. Are you ready for this? Gingerbread House Daycare Center. There's always a warm place in my home for your children.
Oh, it's terrible. Oh, God. So wrong.
You know, like that?
That gets
Gingerbread House Daycare.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It should be done.
It's endorsed by Hansel and Gretel. Let's just think about this for a second. Okay? Just think about this for a second. A PSA about prejudging. Okay? Okay, this is what you see. The camera opens up, okay? This is a PSA about prejudging people. The Thundercats are standing next to a sign at the beach. They have towels, inflatable rafts, and goggles. They are looking at a sign with sadness. The sign has a picture of a cat pooping and a line through it. It says, "No cats allowed on the beach." Think about that. Isn't that terrible? I mean, just because they're cats, you're going to automatically assume they're going to treat the beach like their cat box. Aren't these higher beings from another planet? And you're going to include them by using the word cats? You're going to assign cats to them?
You remember like the first 3 episodes of that? They were all naked.
No. I don't remember that. I was a kid, though. So, I was innocent.
Lionel he was not colored in blue and stuff.
Yeah, they need to change that, yeah. Even back then, you can't have naked superheroes around. Well, they're not superheroes. They're alien cats.
They're alien
warriors.
cats. Warriors.
Intergalactic.
With an attitude.
Yeah. And they're sad because they're not allowed on the beach because they might poop.
That's right.
And that's not fair to judge people like that.
It's not.
Okay, it's not. You can't bunch everybody together.
You're profiling.
That's right.
Not good.
It's a lot of profiling.
Not good. Don't profile.
Now, that's the first PSA. Okay, about prejudging. Now, this next one might have several prejudgings in it at once. Ready?
Yep.
Alf.
Alien life form.
Alf gets a job in a Chinese restaurant because he thinks that he'll get to eat cats while on the job. That's awesome. Later, he gets checked by immigration for his status as an illegal alien.
Oh.
So he's prejudging the Chinese restaurant thinking that they serve cats. That's wrong. Immigration is prejudging him as being an illegal alien because he's from outer space. That's wrong. All prejudging.
Prejudging.
That's right. And I'm sure he doesn't get paid enough for that.
Nope.
At the Chinese restaurant because you can get 17 pounds of chop suey for $7.
All right, chop suey.
Okay. So let's think about this for a second. What if SpongeBob took a job in a sperm bank? What if SpongeBob took a job in a sperm bank? Like, what would he be doing there? What would he be doing? Would he be the janitor and, like, clean up the deposit room afterwards because he's a sponge? Or, because he's a sponge, would he be the storage vessel for the specimens?
This thing just took a total right turn.
Like, someone would just drop their specimen, he would go over and just lay on it for a second, absorb it, and they'd put him in the freezer. No? Or is it just the leftovers? He goes in there and just, like, cleans it up and then goes somewhere else in private and wrings himself out.
He wrings himself out. That's the coolest part. That's what he does.
That's what he does. All right, that's official.
I imagine he's like, and all this stuff brings out. And it just... That's been drawn too. I'm just like,
yeah, I'm sure that somebody's done that already.
Wow. Okay.
And my last one. This is the last one I've got. For this.
I don't believe you.
Let's just think about this for a second. Andrew Dice Clay's Valentine's Day greeting cards.
That would be hilarious as hell.
If he hasn't,
I would so buy those.
If he hasn't already started this business, he should, because I'm sure all his other stuff is over. I'm just saying.
Oh, wow.
So Andrew Dice Clay's Valentine's Day greeting cards, number one, should they be scented? And if so, would it be the scent of cigarettes and leather?
They should be scented with his, armpit sweat.
Armpit, sweat, leather, and cigarettes? All together?
There you go.
Yeah.
Dice Man. And hair gel.
And yes.
Hair grease.
Yeah. Old hair grease.
Old hair grease.
Like, this is like, it was made by Igor's grandfather.
Oh.
Yeah. Luberto.
Wow, man.
So yes.
We should see if we can get the Dice Man to be a spokesperson for Igor's Lube.
Lube up his skull every day.
Yeah.
Because I think there are like 7 or 8 hairs back there now.
Right.
Just kind of stick them forward.
Yep.
And we said Andrew Dice Clay's Valentine's Day greeting cards. The slogan for it. What do you think of this? Poetry for the pussy whipped.
Oh.
Poetry for the pussy whipped. I don't have any poetry for the pussy whipped here to give you, but like you always said, the roses are red, violets are blue. Get on your knees, bitch. And that was the end of it. And you're like, what do you?
Why don't you call it like hickory dickory dock if you want the bitch to? Bunch of birdies. Yeah, there you go.
Wow. So, in retrospect, the stuff that you need to think about and will never think about again is the Smurfs Moving Company, the things they have to do to get a piano out of your house. The Smurfs Dispensary, 3 Apples High, buying dope from Smurfette.
Mm-hmm.
The Swingers Party. The Hanna-Barbera Swingers Party. We'll just call it that. Wow. The Elocution Classes by Captain Caveman and Pigpen. So you can use the right fork.
Fork off.
Exactly. And don't forget to drop your kids off at the Gingerbread House Daycare Center in the middle of the woods, where the old lady says she has a warm place in her home for your children.
20 miles out of the way for you to get to work, but go there. It's really cheap.
Actually, what you do is just blindfold your kids and point them in the direction. Mm-hmm. I'll find them. The PSA about prejudging with the Thundercats, pooping in, and of course, Alf, the Chinese restaurant, and immigration. And what if SpongeBob took a job in the sperm bank? Cleaning up or storing specimens. And finally, don't forget to pick up a Valentine's Day greeting card from Andrew Dice Clay, scented like cigarettes, leather, and armpits, called Poetry for the Pussy Whipped. And that has been...
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like.
It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Let's rock this joint.
Yes, folks, we are just about out of time for the attack this week. I'm Alien Stone. I do want to thank you for tuning in and checking out the show, especially all of my listeners over at Lime City Radio Network and all of my other fantastic affiliates like 920 WO and the Apple, 24.7 The Stream, Raw Talk Online, Alien X Radio, Sword Radio, Western Reserve Digital Radio, and, of course, UG Media over in the UK. Quick reminder to everybody that we have been moving and grooving here on the schedule for the 36 hours of Alien Xmas, and we are putting together another jam-packed schedule and it was no easy task with Corona trying to mess with us. No, not the beer. Not talking about the beer, folks. The Morning Madhouse will start things off at 8 a.m. on Saturday, December 12th. Moving right along to Doug Maynard and Friends at 11 a.m. We're still waiting to hear back to see if Triple Black will be playing at 1 p.m. Then perhaps maybe some Vince Smith doing a show, maybe The Invasion, and a live acoustical performance between 2 and 4 p.m. KP Ross stops in the studio, and myself and him will be putting on a bit of an acoustical performance leading into my own original set that I put together specifically for this show. That's right, I've decided to put together my original set and move forward with it, which I've never really done. Then we've got another open segment, which I'm sure that will be a lot of call-in talkers and interviewers and such, and talking about the event, which is, of course, Forgotten Harvest. We're trying to take care of Forgotten Harvest, raise money for them, so we can feed people during this holiday season and at the end of such a bad year. Everybody needs it so much. Arcades Project will put on their serious/comical performance at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on the station, followed by Black Heron in-studio live performance. 9 p.m., we'll be having a bit of a Detroit music discussion with all the artists from bands like Arcades Project and Creeping Chaos and Black Heron, and we'll have KP Ross still here. And of course, we'll all be having conversations as we go into a live streaming broadcast from the Concrete Angels in their studio as they stop on in to make sure they contribute, doing their live performance. We'll also do an interview with them throughout the course of that hour. Bringing us all the way to 12 midnight, folks, where Zeldor After Dark takes over. That's right, our own visiting alien, rather. He's not a resident, he's a visiting alien. Zeldor will be filling in the overnight shift from 12 a.m. all the way to 6 a.m. Sunday morning. And, of course, he'll have his own brand of singing and interviews and comedy, and he'll have his own stuff going on as he does each and every time that he handles his roles, what he calls it. I mean, I was saying, hey, what do you want to do, this year? Do you want to do this? You want to do this? And he's like, well, this is what I do. And I'm like, well, I didn't want to be presumptuous and just, put you in a role for a 6-hour overnight shift. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be a bit fair. You know what I'm saying? So he said, absolutely, I'm doing it. So he's in. UG Media will take over from the other side of the pond from 6 a.m. all the way on up to 10 a.m. where the Morning Madhouse takes over once again on Sunday morning. Sweet Crystal live in studio. Sweet Crystal Light, that is, acoustical performance at 11 a.m., 12 noon Eastern Sunday, inside the mothership, live, the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas version with myself, D-Unit. 2 p.m. is another open slot. We'll see what we fill that up with. Dirty Mind Detroit comes in for a live full band performance at 3 p.m. Eastern Sunday, followed by a 2-hour live contributing show from Florida, talking about the Charles Richardson Show and his gang. They'll be in for some comedy and some skits and music and a lot of fun, and it'll be fun for them to be doing a live show onto my station, and I will call them on their show to be on. It'll be just a weird it'll be weird. Followed by a martial arts roundtable at 6 p.m. If you want to talk about martial arts, I encourage you to call in. We'll have many people discussing many different martial arts and practical application, as well as tournaments and all kinds of styles. Then 7 p.m. brings us our final hour, where we will say goodbye and our closing comments, our closing segment, and goodbyes from everybody that was involved in the Alien X Radio Marathon, 36 Hours of Alien Xmas to benefit Forgotten Harvest. So, once again, I do want to thank everybody for joining me this week, as you do each and every week. I love it. And until next time, this is Alien Stone saying, peace.
The number you have reached 911 has been changed to a non-published number.
My problem is I got a 50-year-old lust and a 3-year-old thief.
Well, then I know a certain cutie kitty who's sleeping with mommy tonight.
What?
This is my boomstick.
You think he's gone? He's not gone. That's the whole point. He's never gone.
Is this some radical new therapy?
You see?
Thank you for that lovely tune. That funky music will drive us till the dawn. Let's go, let's boogaloo till we puke.